Years ago today, the USS Intrepid was commissioned into active military service. Later this morning, former crew members will return to mark their legendary ship's anniversary. Since 1943, more than 50,000 people served on board the aircraft carrier. The Intrepid's first mission was in the Pacific during World War II. The ship saw combat and was hit by Japanese kamikazes. The Intrepid went on to serve 3 tours during the Vietnam War. The crew even participated in the space race by picking up astronauts and their space capsules during ocean landings in 1966. The carrier was decommissioned in 1974, but reopened as the Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum in 1992.
Our next guest served on the ship as a radio man. Robert Bob Cassara will attend the ceremony later this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Bob, thanks for being with us. First of all, thank you for your service. What were your duties when you were stationed on the Intrepid? Can you explain that for us?
Yeah, when the ship got back from Vietnam, they modified the ship and its sonar, and we joined a anti-submarine warfare task force up in the Arctic Circle off the coast of Russia, looking for Russian submarines. So I was in the Combat Information Center. I was in communications, and I was responsible for making sure that we had proper frequencies so we can send messages between the ships and ship to shore and things like that. So everything was analog.
Does it make you feel proud knowing you are part of the ship's history?
Oh yeah, I've been volunteering on a weekly basis for several years now on the ship, and I enjoy explaining people what the history of the ship was about.
What is it like when you talk to people, and what's their reaction when you tell them that you actually served on the ship?
I could not get away with anything because I had so many pictures being taken of me on a daily basis. They really appreciate speaking to someone who was actually on the ship.
And as New Yorkers, we pass the ship all the time. What should people think about when they see the Intrepid?
Well, they should think about the fact that war is not a nice thing, all right? But they should be proud that they do have a military that's going to keep us safe.
Bob, what is it like for you, though? You know, you are on the ship, and as we mentioned, you know, you talk with visitors that come to see it. What kind of goes through your mind, your thoughts of again, having served on the ship, seeing that its 80-year anniversary is now upon us, and all the other men and women who have served on the Intrepid in various ways over the decades?
Well, I'm full of pride, and I'm appreciation for the people's response to everything on board. It's really amazing, especially the children love it. I mean, between the planes and the space shuttle and actually going up to the captain's bridge and seeing how the ship was steered. It's an amazing thing they did with the museum.
Yeah, it's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is something else. It's a sight to behold for anybody driving along the West Side Highway to look to your right and see it docked at the pier, at Pier 86. Bob, we thank you for your service. Stay well, and again, okay. we greatly appreciate all that you've done throughout your life. Right. We appreciate it. But thanks for taking a couple of minutes to join us here this morning. 80 years, Mary, can you believe it?
That's amazing.
Just such tremendous history. The Intrepid Museum, as I mentioned, located at Pier 86. For more information about the museum, go to our website, cbsnewyork.com.